Chapter 1, Section 7. Evidence-based practice in sport physiology is not just about memorizing the results of every meta-analysis you can get your hands on, or always having a study on deck to refute the claims of another athlete on the internet. It is actually a three-part approach. Scientific evidence, practitioner experience, and individual needs are all important. One cannot live without the other. Scientific evidence is great for producing general recommendations and for pointing you in the right direction. Conversely, practitioner experience and individual needs are important for specific recommendations for specific types of people. As you apply what you read in this book to your own fitness, I really want you to act as if you were running an experiment on yourself. Aim to design the highest quality experiment possible by limiting and documenting potential confounding variables. Also, be patient. Let things work. Monitor your dose-response relationship to the work you put in the gym. Did your last workout stink because you didn't get enough sleep? Did you not eat enough? Was your technique bad? Being mindful of the process and these details is crucial. I definitely feel like I could have expanded on that paragraph a little bit. Kind of the philosophy of evidence-based practice is becoming more and more important as people who couldn't evidence their way out of a paper bag start using the hashtag on all of their fit model posts. I don't know, the term started picking up speed in 2014 maybe, 2015. And in 2020, frankly, it's just kind of a punchline. It's kind of back to the wild, wild west of anybody can say anything they want on the internet. And especially in terms of an applied science, most people don't have the tools to sift through the BS. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. There are tons of wonderful coaches who pay attention to all the right people, who have read all the right textbooks, who have read all the right research, but they just haven't done it themselves. So while they might be really effective at working with new athletes or intermediates who just kind of need direction and discipline, I just haven't seen any of those people without real in-the-trenches experience take somebody from great to world class. But conversely, there's this huge survivorship bias in the fitness industry is insane. And basically what survivorship bias is you can kind of think, when entrepreneurs tell you just keep working on your dreams and everything will be fine. Well, that's obviously not true. They came out the other side great, but there's tons of people whose dreams get buried 6 feet deep. I don't mean to bum anyone out, but that's the truth. So when we're thinking about coaches in this industry, a lot of times bad strength and conditioning coaches or any sport technique coach for that matter, they luck into having a couple of pros that would have been great anyway. To me, what is much more impressive is, taking a 47-year-old mom and having her go from, 150 to 300 for reps on deadlift, or taking, a 15-year-old or 13-year-old who's never lifted weights before in his life to benching 225 at 150 pounds. You didn't kill an elite genetic freak athlete. Congratulations. I'm not sure why people are so they hold these mythical coaches who have coached a couple of freaks, they hold them in such high regard, and it's totally nonsensical to me. Of course, I don't mean to call anyone out like that, but it is what it is. This last part about monitoring your dose-response relationship to the work you put in the gym, that is, if there was one thing that you could tell every lifter or every athlete, that's what it would be. It's ironic that so many, iron warriors, they're like, the gym's therapy, brother. Well, if it's medicine, then it must work. If you took too much medicine and you had bad side effects, the first thing you do was look at your dose, see if that's appropriate, and then you change it. But when a lifter starts getting tendonitis, they go, oh, I just got to train through it. I'll do all of this extra work over here in prehab and rehab. It's maybe you just need to adjust the dose of the iron medicine you're taking. The message is just be mindful. Know what you did last week. Know what you're supposed to do this week and what you want to do next week. And as soon as that stops working, say, okay, was I doing too much? It was, was work stressful? All those kind of things. You just need to aim to make your yourself, your project, the highest quality science experiment possible. And, you really can't go wrong with that. If you need to find a place to train, go to gymspot.fit. Tell us where you are, what you're looking for, and we'll take care of the rest. GymSpot, the world's best gym locator.